Hey, folks, Angry Birds for 42 here, and Roblox actually done something. It is a step towards the right direction, nevertheless, and it's 1,000 Robux fee that could be refundable after 3 months of no moderation action, which is a huge step in the right direction to keep games up. And this will not apply to existing games that were already published to all ages before the change, whatever that means. And it's been posted by Nick Tornow, who originally announced this absolutely top 10 worst update ever, essentially, because it's going to kill small games. And there are now 3 ways to meet the requirement of community standards, they say. And the newest one is a one-time refundable publishing fee. That's the newest one of the 3. Or to have a plus subscription or premium subscription for 2 consecutive months, and to be qualified for 3 memberships. The only problem now is whether or not your game is even eligible to begin with. This guy, it took 500,000 visits out of his game here to get 100% eligibility. Which, if that persists, that might be the death of low playtime genres in games in general that have low playtime. And another person had 3,600 monthly active users, and about 1,600 of those are 16 plus. And age verified, by the way. The playtime duration here, if we can find it here, 49 minutes. Seems relatively strong. Day 1 duration, 9%. Good metrics. Just qualified playthrough rate is kind of low, but other than that, it's fine for me. But yeah, it's not even halfway eligible, no. And someone just replied with, yeah, it's the playthrough rate being low. And Roblox said that you need 500 authentic players, whatever that might mean. I don't know if it's a month, a day. Like, what are we talking here? So, something's gotta get looked at. If we're gonna be honest, I hope my game can somehow be eligible one day, but I doubt it because, barely anyone plays it and I don't update very much. Nexus Avenger has said this is an interesting almost walkback of the original change, which would have basically killed half of the small games, I believe. But being able to pay 1,000 Robux one time is a sizable improvement while increasing friction for bad actors. And mind you, it is refundable after 3 months and no moderation action. And that's an if the game doesn't get moderated. So not bad of a change there. There's still a lot to work on for it to be top notch. Now we got an entire lawsuit involving the game Forsaken. It's Basil and Haitoko versus the former owner, Soul, who has transferred the game to both developers, Basil and Haitoko, last year in June, to throw that information out there. And it starts with this nice summary about the game. And, Soul is the original creator of the game. The description of what it is. Allegations were hit in the first half of 2025. And then he temporarily gave it to Parrot, which caused controversy, which led to the termination, and instead was given to Basil and Haitoko. And then it was initially going well. Soul still managed to get a cut of the game. And then apparently, in September, Soul directed payments to go to a Roblox account he had lost access to and wanted the payments sent somewhere else. And they made sure that he was getting paid at that point. And apparently, Soul started defaming the 2 developers and violating confidentiality. And apparently, he operated a burner account on Twitter named Forsaken Burner. Like, you could have used quite literally anything else as your name, but Forsaken Burner. Like, you are setting yourself up for this crap. And, they allege that Soul got access to his Roblox account restored, but he refused to accept the money and told Roblox to keep it frozen for some reason. And apparently, he said, yeah, the transfer we did, it's now void because we want it back. Like, you gave it to them. And if you really try to have your entire thing void because you want it back, I don't know. That sounds stupid to me. I don't know. But I'm not a judge, so I can't tell. But I will paste the link of the entire court document in the description because this is a lot of information just summarized by Adam Starr, who is general counsel at Do Big Studios, who has compiled it into a summary in a Twitter thread. So yeah, someone just said if Soul gains ownership, I'm never playing the game again, especially after what he has done. It is like a whole myriad of things that I'm not even gonna bring up in this video. You should search it up if you want to know more about him and what he has done. But yeah, best of luck to Basil and Hitoko on keeping ownership of the game. Really, even though I'm probably not gonna play the game personally, but it's still great to know. And speaking of Hitoko, he has made a thread himself stating his side of the case, highlighting that Soul attempted to regain control of the game for whatever reason, and multiple people saying good luck to handling things out in court. It's like the fact that it literally has to go into court is insane. Really, like, holy smokes, man. But one more thing about it, he said that it was more of a rush announcement about what he was aware of regarding Forsaken, and Soul trying to get it back. And now we got David Baszucki going on a full-fledged realism pipe dream, where he has announced that Roblox avatar tech is live, which includes support for fingers. Fingers, ladies and gentlemen. Like, who in God's green earth is going to want fingers on their literal avatar? Like, it'll be okay to have it as an option, which might be, what's being said, but who cares? Genuinely, who cares? Like, this person's saying that same sentiment too. And yeah, the colorful finger throwing. Yeah, there we go. That's going to be what is totally going to happen. I can see it coming. And I don't even play Roblox as often anymore because of its trash updates. But I'm still enough within the sphere of Roblox to the point where I feel as if, if I stray away from it, my channel is going to quite literally die or whatever. So yeah. Who knows? It's going to be a very interesting thing that happens with fingers in games, but it's just bizarre seeing Roblox avatars with fingers, man. Like, this is not GTA 6, okay, man? If I wanted realism, I would go to Grand Theft Auto and play those games. But no. This is Roblox, for crying out loud, man. What happened to the blocks? And mind you, there is still a possibility that Roblox avatar is going to have toes as well on top of this. And to wrap things up, we got a scare that another terrible update was going to happen. Because Ray319 was under the impression here that Roblox was testing the removal of the currently wearing section from user profiles. And it happens to be on the Roblox profile page, so I could see where there might be a mistake there. But again, people are taking it as another useless feature removal. And I did as well, which is why I was like, they better not remove this. It's like, they've already removed enough crap for too many bad reasons. But luckily, for our sanity and our own good faith, it was a bug after all. And it has been shown here in a tweet by Corey saying, seems like a bug who appears to be a senior software engineer at Roblox. So yeah, thank you for confirming it was a bug and not an update. That's all I have. But if you guys like this video, though, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. Comment what you guys think about everything in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video.